Today we're going to be reacting to Uchis, Te Mata. I have heard some of her music before. She's somewhat of like an R&B, like neo soul singer. She does do she does rap as well, if I'm remembering correctly. I haven't listened to her in a minute, but yeah, she's like one of those artists that like drops music and then sort of just like takes a break and then drops music again. If I'm remembering correctly, if I'm not remembering correctly, let me know down in the comments. But you know, she's a dope artist, and I haven't reacted to a Latin Hispanic artist in a minute on this channel. So I figured, why not Gali? But yeah, while I have you here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like this video, comment any reaction requests you have in the in the comments below. Drop my socials in the description. Make sure you follow me on any platform that you're on. It's a good way to, one, get a hold of me, and then two, I'm going to be dropping unique reactions on platforms like Instagram as well as TikTok, etc. So, and also too, like I said, if you want to just DM me on IG, it just increases your chances of me seeing your reaction request. Yeah, and also too, if you want to just say hi, like, I appreciate the hi DMs as well. It just, you know, always makes my day a lot better. But long intro over. Without further ado, let's get into Uchis, Te Mata. Dale.
Más. ¿Y qué le dirías a la gente que no creía que ibas a llegar hasta aquí?
Vea, pues, a mí me gusta que vean lo feliz que soy sin ellos.
Like, where the subtitles go? Oh crap. So I'm not gonna do a full-on translation. What I'll do is I'll just do a summary of her verses before I sort of like discuss them. Yeah, as you guys know, if you guys you guys watched any of my sort of past content where I'm translating real time, it never works for me, at least. It makes my brain explode. But yeah, I'm gonna just summarize it and then just go from there.
La que sabía que pa' volar me tocaría encontrar mis propias alas. Y yo me guardaba ese dolor dentro de mi alma. Con calma. La que con todos tus maltratos se quedó siempre como si nada. Y yo permitía tus acciones, me dolían como balas. La que lloraba hasta dormir y despertaba a seguir la pesadilla. Pues eso ya pasó.
So, like, basically, Kali, she's sort of portraying herself as like this resilient character who discovers like her own strength and overcomes challenges, enduring pain, silence, and whatnot. No, enduring in pain. No, and yeah, enduring pain. I'm sorry. Again, just going off of what she said. Enduring pain in silence. Essentially, while for her it's like this reoccurring nightmare. That's sort of like what I what I got there. And yeah, so it's basically like what I'm getting so far is just like a telenovela maybe. She also too she's Colombian, and I have a very hard, I don't know why, most of my not want to say most of my friends, but a lot of my friends are actually Colombian, but like I always have a hard time understanding them when they speak Spanish. Like, they have a weird accent. I'm not saying Colombians are weird or the accent's weird, but for me, it's weird. Like, I'm used to like Puerto Rican and like Dominican accents. That's like what I heard growing up. But yeah, like, and she's, yeah, like I said, I have a hard time with Colombian accents, but but I'm doing this for you, my people, so you guys can understand like what she's saying. And what she said, yeah, it's sad. And if you're someone who's like going through something similar, like I wish you I wish you well, number one, but two, like I wish that you are able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You shouldn't have to be enduring things in silence.
Y esa ya no soy yo, y eso me hace mal, pues diablo es lo que soy, nunca vas a poder cortar mis alas, y eso es lo que te mata. Pues eso ya pasó, esa ya no soy yo, por fin estoy feliz, mis días ya no son gris, por fin me di cuenta que me merezco mucho más, y eso te mata.
So that was, I believe, the chorus. Given we're a minute and 57 seconds in, so that most definitely was the chorus. So basically, what she said in summary is, she's speaking to her like transformation essentially. She no longer is resembling her past self, and she's embracing like this tougher exterior, being like resilient, if I'm translating that correctly in my mind. Even though like people might perceive this new her, this new exterior as evil, because ultimately like she's gonna find happiness, leaving behind the days that like were sad or gray or depressing, and then in doing so she's realizing like her self-worth, um, which some might some might see as a negative effect, because again like she is happy, but um, the way she's obtaining her happiness, it's a little bit rough around the edges. It's a little bit tough, but or bad, I should say, or evil. Evil is, I think, the better word for it. But yeah, so that's sort of like the chorus and my breakdown of the chorus into the last verse here from Kali.
Estoy con alguien que me hace feliz, me ama como soy, me hace reír, so just let me be, nunca te daré lo que quieres de mí.
Her voice is her voice is unique insofar as like she has like an old school singer's voice, like something that I would have heard my like mother listening to essentially, versus like I feel like a lot of the newer artists have like a different kind of sound to them. However, like she's again like neo soul, I would say, R&B, and this is just like, this is like, I think this is neo soul, like Latin neo soul, but yeah, her voice is just so different, very 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 different. Actually, we gotta run it back because I want to make sure. All right, so to sort of summarize like her last verse and how I'm interpreting it, essentially, so like in the first verse, she was in the process of transforming, and at this point, like in the second, when it comes to the second verse now, as well as the ending of the song, she has transitioned, and she's like urging like the people around her to like excuse me, to accept who she is now, and like in self-reflection, trying to remember what she said. So, so if I'm remembering correctly, I believe she said, or she told people to look within themselves if they're looking for someone to blame. And she also emphasizes that the past is best to be left behind, which is, I think, is true. The past is the past, and not to dwell on it because she's not, because she's like leaving no room for or she left. Yeah, no, she's leaving no room for any further discussion. Like, she is who she is, and it is what it is. If she is evil, then she is evil. But ultimately, like, in transitioning into like this new person that some may deem evil, she's found herself. She's found happiness. It's kind of like what I got from the song. It's like I like these type of songs because like they're somewhat of like a like folk music, and so far as like they tell stories. I feel like a lot of folk music like tells stories, and like auditory wise has some of like the most unique vocals in order to tell that story. Like, and in the video too is also a good representation of how she transitioned. If you guys were watching, like, look at how she started in the beginning of the video to like look at how she ended the video as well. It's a good transition of her like going from like this person who's suffering to like this new person who is a force to be reckoned with, I would say. But yeah, this is like a cool song from Kali. If you want me to react to more of her music, let me know down in the comments below. And it's also too October 31st. Happy Halloween. Probably gonna post this one tomorrow, so it's gonna be happy belated Halloween. But I hope everybody had a great Halloween. Hope everybody was safe. Hope the kids were safe. If you have kids, you took them out to trick or treat. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.